guys, welcome back to American Redneck. This episode we're going to be working on the 28 horse 1962 Johnson motor. So I just went in and I put the gas all back together. The gas is really no good, but I'm just pushing everything through. I'll show you in just a minute. But today we're going to try to see what we can do with this thing here. We're going to be taking off the fuel pump and the carburetor, putting those in the sonic cleaner, and we're also going to be taking off the starter and just verifying everything's working and clean up all the connections. So let's get started. So this is this had gas in it for I don't know how many years now, but there still is some gas in there. It doesn't smell really bad. I am going to need a new hose. The pump seems to be okay, but we might as well replace that as well. All the way up to here, you have to hold it like this to make it so it doesn't spill gas all over the place. But because inside of here is not getting a tight seal, so we'll just replace everything from the ends to the hose. Actually, the hose looks pretty decent. We might be able to get away with just putting ends on it, but I'll double check that as well. The other hose, this here hose, we'll check all these hoses as we're working on it. So let's put that down there for a minute. So what I did is I put that in, I squeezed the ball. I took this bowl off here. This is glass, so I took this off and I cleaned it out. There was some stuff in the bottom of it. But when I pushed it through, you guys can see that all this gunk came out of the lines. So definitely need to clean up this, take this apart and clean it. So yeah, this isn't leaking at least. I know I'll need a new gasket for that. But we're going to do all that, take all this off, clean it up, put it in the sonic cleaner, take this off, and hopefully we can take off the flywheel while everything's apart and check the points and everything underneath there. So let's get set up and we'll start on this little girl. We're going to start off on taking off the pull cord here. There's this little mechanism here that doesn't work quite well at the moment. Let me grab this little bowl here so I don't lose everything. I'm going to take this out. Just be very careful when you take this off. The spring here has a very tiny little washer underneath it. I've already lost it once. I don't want to do it again. So it washes right here. Tiny little thing. And put this down there. And take off the spring. I am going to put this bolt back in here because I like to put stuff back when I can, just so I know where everything is and where they go. This is actually going to get cleaned up, and I have some spray paint, some silver, which I'm going to do this here. To take this off, it just has 4 bolts. See that you can use a straight head. It has 3. Did I say 4? It has 3. And the wife mowing along again today. She enjoys doing that. So this one over here is stripped. So I will have to do something about that later on. I'm hoping to not have to use it, but when you're in the middle of the lake, you have a dead battery, you're going to want to do it. If you can see here, there's a bolt here and a bolt here, and that's it. There's a plate right here. You do not need to take this off. I just lift this up a little bit, just slide it. So that comes right off. So here's that plate right there. I'll probably clean that up as well and get that all painted. Oh, so we have the flywheel. Next we're going to take off the starter. So far nothing on this has been metric. Again, I don't know anything about these engines, but this one up here seems to be 3/8 fits it, so take that off, and then the other ones are all 7/16. Let's take this one out. It's upside down, so oh, wow. Does that just slide out? It does. So I can just leave that right on there. So we can take that off and figure out why this one's not working, because when you put it in start position, this should pull up. It should do something so you can turn, but I don't know. We'll worry about that at another point, right? So that and that, and to get the rest of this off, we just have to take out these 3 bolts here. I have a sneaky suspicion that there's going to be more than that, isn't there? Yes. There's one here, which is a flathead. Let me get you guys down closer. There you go. So there's one here. Ooh, yeah, that's a tight one. She's tight. So that was what, 3/8 last time? Yeah. I don't want to lose my nuts. And that, my friends, looks like it's going to be bigger than that. Let's get a 1/2 inch on it, but I can't get a good grip on it. And I don't know, maybe. Alright, so I just took the linkage off over here, and I have one of these things here. I'll show you in a minute. But I was able to get in there and try to take it off without taking this off, taking the carburetor off, but there's no way to get that to that bolt inside there. So I have that loose now. I'll take that out and then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Oh my, ever-loving truffle biscuits. Whoever designed this thing, I hope they're going to have cold lasagna for supper. This is a pain in the... So, you can't take this off without taking this off, and you can't take this off without taking that off, so now you got to screw around, literally, and hopefully, I think I almost got the starter off anyway, but I'll be right back. Alright, got the starter off. So this goes in here like this, just in case you have one of these things. You have 3 bolts over here that have to come out. You have this one up here that has to come out, and then you have these 2 screws back here which are hidden behind the carburetor. But I got it out, and we'll work on this later. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the carburetor off, and by the looks of it there's 2 bolts and a couple hoses. So the wife is mowing the lawn, and she's coming up real close to the garage over here. So this will be fun. I'll just cut out every once in a while and then come back shortly after she goes down a ways. But let me take off these 2 bolts here, take these this hose off here, and what else we have? I think that's it. Then the rest of this stuff can come off here and there. So let me get these 2 bolts and we'll take it off. So I have these 2 1/2 inch nuts back here to take off the carburetor. There's no way you can do that with the starter on. Let's know. Pull that off there. The gasket back there seems to be okay. Let's get some pliers. I'll take that hose off. Oh, that's not too bad. It's still pliable a little bit. Maybe. Let's try a screwdriver, see if we can get it off that way. Without making the carburetor go hurtling across the yard. Almost there. Almost. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I think new gas line would be ideal. So let me set up the camera and we'll go over this carburetor real quick. Alright, so I'm no freaking genius. But I do know I've worked on plenty of carburetors. This here looks like a electric choke, I'm assuming. I mean, it has a place right here to put a wire, and that's it. I mean, there's no suction or vacuum hose or anything like that, and it seems to work well to an extent. There is a wire that's hanging down there, which might go on that, but I'll have to look all that up. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to take off this here, whatever it's called. If you know what it's called, just comment down below what it's called. And take off some of this linkage, this front plate. Try to leave most of it intact. And then I'm going to take the whole thing and I'm going to put it in the sonic washer before I take it apart. That way it's somewhat clean. But let me take that stuff off, and you guys don't need to watch me unscrew a couple things. Let me take it all apart, take pictures of it first, so I know how it goes back together, and then yeah, we'll put it in the sonic cleaner. Alright, I just lied to you. Hopefully we can still be friends and yada yada. But I replaced all the crap that was in there, the water and all that. I put new water in, and then I put more Simple Green. Nice stew. So I'm just using this here. Makes 5 gallons. It's concentrated, and so that's what I'm using. So this is too big to get all the way. We'll start like this, I guess. I just want to get the front of that all cleaned off. Let me start that up. Let's run that, and then we'll turn it around or something, I think. Maybe. Let's figure that out when it comes out. Well, I did a little bit in the front here, so it did clean up a little bit. The only thing about putting stuff like this I don't suggest is, you see the markings in there, the writings? Yeah, the sonic cleaner sort of takes the markings off, the wording. So I didn't take it all the way. I know it says rich and then lean over here. Same thing. This is a high speed, this is a low speed. Let's see here. What do we want to take off first? So this one pops out by the looks of it. Yep. Take that down. Small screwdriver. You can see it's tapered on here. This is tapered also. Well, not tapered, but on the inside it's tapered. So as you're pushing, it pushes this out. So I guess the difficult part is, well, maybe if we leave it like that, because I don't know how do I want to turn it. Just gotta turn that for a jet for some reason or something. Alright, but we'll leave it like that for the moment. Let's take this off down the bottom. Now I know I had mentioned this might be an electrical. Then again, I don't think it is. This here goes, and I think once this goes in, it makes a contact inside, I'm assuming, and then maybe, I don't know. We'll figure that out later, I guess. And needle nose pliers. I might need a little bit bigger ones. So this one here, it just has a piece of wire put in there, and just bend it to like an S or something, I guess. That's how it is. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. I'm assuming it's supposed to have like a cotter pin in there. A very small one. But for being like 100 years old, well, not 100. However old it is, many people working on it. There we go. So take that, so that'll come right out. So let me just take out these two. Just two things here. The fun part of this is putting it back together, figuring out where all this stuff goes. But I guess that's what the video is for, right? So that just comes off. You guys, hopefully you guys are watching how this goes back together, because I have no idea at this point. There we go. So on that spring there, you can see it's got like a little hook, and it just clips onto that. So let's keep this over here. Hopefully we can keep that washer on. That's off. So now we can pull this out. That's out. So now we can finish unbolting this one. That comes off. That comes off. Yeah, getting closer. So we took that off. Let's take off this here. Now can we take the bowl off without ripping the gasket? Again, the gasket looks pretty decent. Let's turn it this way. And let's just bang on her. Whoa! That worked. Alright, you guys excited to see this? Nice. What the... Alright, so the bottom of the bowl is good. It doesn't have, it's not corroded, which I don't think this is a cast aluminum. I don't think it's going to corrode. There's a little bit of stuff in there, nothing bad. A little bit of water in there, but it's nothing that I have to be worried about. Okay, so you know how these are made out of usually copper or something, and it's a bowl, and they fill with gas if they whatever. This one here feels like either wood, I don't think it's wood, or some sort of, it's solid, and then it's got a coating on the outside. So I think that should be good. We're going to put this in the sonic cleaner as well, maybe. Yeah, you want to? Looks like it's got crap on it, but I don't want the sonic cleaner to take all the stuff off. I don't know. Let's put it in there anyway. Alright, boys and girls, what do we got next? So I just want to look over this really quick. That does not need to come out. That can stay in there. That does not need to come out. That can stay. This can stay. I'm not replacing those or doing anything with these here. You guys want to see what I'm doing? So this is staying because that's just that's the throttle. They can all stay. These little caps here, I'm going to keep all those on. I am going to take this out here though. This was, I think this was the low idle. Yeah, this is the low idle. So anybody that was trying to get this to run, it is not going to run with all that crap in there. Can you see that? No, you can't because it's not. There we go. You see all that crap in there? I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this in the sonic cleaner, and I'm going to let it run. I don't know, a couple cycles. Get all the outside crap off in it and stuff like that, and then we'll go from there. So let me put this in the sonic cleaner with a couple more of these parts, and we'll see if we can get this cleaned up. So let's take a look at this as it's down. See, a bunch of crap all over the place. I don't have a patch washer. I'd put it in there first. I don't have one. I'm gonna go take this. Let's go to sonic cleaner and let's put all. Hey, there you go. Put all this in the sonic cleaner. I'll be right back. And I'll turn the heat back on over here. Keep it nice and warm. So hopefully this is still floating when we're done. It doesn't allow me to fill it up all the way in these things here. So we're gonna have to. Let's take this out. That's the bottom part. We'll put it in there like that. Stick that in there. Let's run this in here a few times, and then I'll take everything and I'll turn it over and go from there. So I think what I need to do is, if I keep doing these videos, get one of those bigger ones. So we're going to set this for 480 seconds, which is about 8 minutes, and turn this thing on, and we will come back to it. Alright, so I've run this I think twice now, so total 16 minutes maybe. I got like 3 seconds left. We're going to let that go. There we go. I'm going to turn off the heat. And the good thing of it is the float's still floating. And I'm going to take the brush here. I just want to go over it lightly. You can see it's making suds. That's the cleaner. So when I put this back together, I'll rinse it off with Carb cleaner. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything to that. So I think we'll be all set with that. We don't need to do that one again. Let's take a look. This is the lower half. Yeah, it's clean. We're just going to take that, put it upside down, and wow, that's hot. That's it. We're just going to flip. Ow! Wow, it's hot. We're going to let it go through a couple cycles this way. And then we'll go see what happens after that. I'm just going to brush off some of this loose stuff now. I don't need to turn the heat on, that's hot enough in there. But at 480 hits on, I'm going to let that do a couple cycles and then we will come back. Oh, you notice one of the great things about living out here in the middle of nowhere, other than these little fellers. Hey, where you going? What we have Quite the view. Other than my shed, we got apple trees for days. We get this. So yeah, stuff is in the sonic cleaner washing. But we have Cricket House. There you go. You see the chickens up there. The chicken barn back there. The chicken shed. But yeah, this is what we got. Just thought I'd show you while the stuff's cleaning. And then I get my nice little fire here. But yeah, bugs. Alright, let's go check on that sonic cleaner. Enough about this. Okay, I know earlier, not too long ago, I made you guys all squeamish when I was taking off those gaskets. Now we're going to see who's going to yell at me. So let's see if I can hear you yelling through the video. So this is what I got going on. I know somebody out there is screaming, don't do that. But I do not, this is, I measured it, it's about 1 in a 16th wide. And I do not have anything, I don't even have a 1-inch wrench, I don't think. I haven't found one. 15/16 is the biggest I got. So basically I just put this on there. I'm going to whack it with a rubber mallet. So I'm just going to do it lightly. Yeah, lightly. So don't scream too loud. Let's try this. See if it works. Are you guys ready? Yeah. So I don't have anything to take this off. I put some, my cleaner stuff on there last weekend. So any rust. I just need to, I took out these bolts here and this thing comes right off and I can get a better grip on it. But the hole's not big enough to go up and over that nut. So it's on there nice and tight. Yeah, let's just see what we got. You ready, guys? Ooh, how's that? Trying to do it easy, guys. And I know I'm going the right way because I can see the threads. I get the rubber mallet. Let's just try 20-pound sledgehammer. I don't have one. We'll just try a hammer. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Just try one more time. Come on, guys. I just want to do it one more time. Get a grip, man. Get a grip. It's not tight enough. Let's go tighter. Even if I give it love taps, hopefully it just comes apart a little bit. I'm not seeing where that's happening. My PB blaster, I'm going to put right in there. See if we can get my eye. I really want to check everything out from underneath there. I'll let that soak in. And maybe someday I'll find a wrench big enough to take that off there. But yeah, that's it. I'm not going to do it anymore pounding on it so you guys can breathe again. Thanks. I'll be right back. I think I'm done with this sonic cleaner for today. Take this guy out. Go like this, rinse him a little bit. Well, that is still pretty hot. It looks clean though, doesn't it? What do you guys think? These are bubbles. What do you think about the sonic cleaner? Do you think it works? I mean, look at that. I think every orifice is clean. The carburetor looks like it just came out of the assembly line. Need to clean up here. This is just a little bit of gasket stuff, so I'll scrape that off a little bit. But yeah, it's what do you guys think? Pretty clean? Awesome. So let me get this back over to the bench. We'll see if we can put it back together. How's that? Alright, I'll meet you guys over there. If I'm not there when you get there, just hang on a second. I'll be right there. Oh, you guys are quick. I'll be right there. So, this is the carburetor on my nice clean surface. How do you like that? I could just snap my fingers and have it all together like this. So the carburetor is done. The next thing we need to do is, this is it for today. You guys will, it'll be just a second for you guys. But that's it for the carburetor for today. Tomorrow I'm going to take apart. You guys want to look at the carburetor all day or what? So I'm going to take the fuel pump tomorrow. So it is the next day. See, it was quick for you guys, right? So today, yesterday we took the carburetor off, cleaned that completely. Today we're taking off the fuel pump here. We're going to have this all cleaned up. I do have new gas line to go and replace all these gas lines here. The in, the out, and I'm assuming this is pulse pump. So we're going to change that out as well. I believe we will do some testing on it to see if everything's working right. But we'll do all that. We'll clean everything out of here, and we'll see what else trouble we can get into today. Alright, let's get set up and we'll go. We're going to start off by taking off the gas lines off of this. So now that we got those, we have 1, 2, 3 screw bolts. So that's it for the fuel pump. As you can see, there you can see that. See all that gook in there? I took this off and I cleaned it, but all that came out of the fuel pump. So that's off there. Let's bring it to the bench and we'll strip her down. Alright, I get this old cover here so we can put any gas in there. Let's take off this. That looks, you think an engine's going to start with that in there? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to put all this inside the sonic washer. But the sonic washer is where I cleaned the carburetor yesterday. It is still dirty, and I don't want all that crap going inside here. So the way to do that is, instead of emptying the sonic cleaner, and let's go over to the sonic cleaner and put these in. So by having these in the little Ziploc baggies, see, I didn't want to put it in there. It's getting warm. So we're just going to take this here. It's going to basically do the same thing, except for there's not too much liquid. So I have to take some liquid out. Hang on just a minute. Alright, so I took some of the liquid out and I put these bags in there. You can see it's pretty full. So once I'm done with these here, I'll just dump the liquid in there as well. So I'm going to set this up for the full max, which is 480 seconds. I'm probably going to run this at least 2 to 3 times. Once I do that, then we'll come back to it. Yeah, she's a beaut now, ain't she? Now let's put this back together. It works. So that's the input. If I blow out, I can't go out. But I can suck in. Then same thing with this one. Can you hear that? Tasty. So by doing that, I could tell where I washed this, it doesn't have any gas on it. So by doing that, basically what I was able to determine is that the pulse is working, and I can hear the air coming through these two. So it is working. Perfect, that's all done. Alright, so let's go to the engine. What the heck is that? I don't know. Anyways, we'll be right there. Alright, so I've done some quick looking on the interwebs. This here, I can't figure that out. If anybody knows how this thing works, how it stops from pull quoting or whatever, let me know in the comments. That'd be greatly appreciated. So everything back together. I took some gas and I fed it through here. It's all the way through. I could hear it bubbling inside the carburetor. Yeah. So, let's see here. What do we want to try? I mean, I think everything is hooked up. The spark plugs are back in. So, I don't know. You guys want to try to start it? See if it does anything? I don't know. You guys, what do you think? Write down in the comments. Quick, stop this video and write in the comments. Will it start or won't it start? Or at least sputter or something. I don't know. So I've only gotten like 60 psi out of these. I don't know if that's good or not. I never really get any spark out of any of these. I don't know. Maybe everything I don't know. Let's try it. You guys ready? We've been working on it all weekend. What do you think? Well, that's a good sign, right? Except for the big sparks. Let's see if we can what we can get. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? I don't want to leave it running too long because I don't have any water going to it. So let's try that again. You guys excited? Here we go. I guess it likes the choke out. Ready? I think that's a win. You can blow up my thing here. She's a blanket. But I think that's a win. What do you guys think? We got the car back on. We've got you get the fuel pump. Seems to be working maybe. What I want to do before I continue to try to get this engine running is I want to hook up all the wiring, make sure everything's working. That way I'm not jumping it from my jumper pack. I'm actually using the key switch and everything like that. Get some water going in the back end just in case when she does start. Yeah, I'm freaking excited, Bubs. What are you thinking? So again, that's the end of this video. I know you're excited. You want to see this thing running. I do too. Maybe next week we can watch this thing run. We can tune it up, get everything going. Once that is running somewhat decent, or at least really good, then we're going to start finishing, I don't know, painting the boat, getting that all ready. We got to put a floor in still. We get to paint the trailer and everything like that. So yeah. If you're excited as I am about this thing, at least spitting and sputtering, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, hit that. Where am I going over here? Over here? Is it down here? I think it's down here. So right down here, hit that bell notification so you know next time that I post something. And yeah, so we have subscribe. Oh yeah, hit that thumbs up. Smash it. Because we get some poof going there. So we will see you guys next time on American, what are we? Rednecks. Exactly. So all you rednecks out there, make sure you hit that button. Let's go. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, AmericanRedneck 207, so you can see special things. This little spit and spud is not going to be on there, or it hasn't been on there. But some really special things. So go on there like that. You'll see some stuff that I do first. Because currently these videos are about a week or two behind. So by the time you're watching this, I might be out in the water running around. Don't know. I doubt it. So I don't have anything to pull the trailer with. But I get friends. So see you guys later. I appreciate you guys stopping in and watching this awesome frickin' video. I look a little freaky there. That's alright. Alright guys, gotta go.